Welcome to Efficient Side Hustles. My name is Jeff, and today I'm going to show you how to get started with one of my favorite side hustles. We're going to jump right into it, but first, what are efficient side hustles? These are side hustles that are remote, where you can work from anywhere. They cost nothing to start and nothing to maintain. They have a flexible schedule where you can work when you want. There's no commute, so no need to deliver or pick up groceries. And they have what I like to call a high hustle efficiency, which means there's low time commitment and high profitability. I've been on Appen since 2019, and it checks all those boxes. So let's get started. So I'm going to save you time and start with the two most important questions for any side hustle. First, how much money can you actually make, and is it worth it? So how much money can you actually make? The honest answer is that it depends on the project. I have consistently made hundreds of dollars a month, while I have a friend who is currently making thousands of dollars a month on the platform. So the next question, is it worth it? The honest answer is that it depends on your time and patience and the projects that you do. And I will explain the main issues with the platform that leads to those two answers. I've been on the platform for over 3 years, and overall, I like it as a side hustle where I can make hundreds of dollars a month without much effort at all, but there are some issues that I've ran into. The main issues that you'll find with the platform is the availability of projects and the qualification process, which I will go over in the tutorial. Sometimes you will apply for projects and not be accepted, or you'll be accepted and there won't be many tasks. These issues affect both how much you can make and if it's worth it for you. But there are solutions that I suggest. First, avoid projects with a lengthy application and qualification process. Here's the rule that I follow. I am all about making money in the most efficient way. So when I apply for a project, if the application and qualification process will take 30 minutes or more to complete, and I'm not getting paid for that time, then I keep it moving to the next project. One of the first projects that I applied took seconds to apply, but it included a 90-page study guide for me to qualify. So what did I do? I kept it moving and I did not waste my time. Instead, I looked for projects that have a quick and easy qualification process. Several projects literally take seconds to apply. You literally click apply and that's it. That's actually the case for me and my friend who makes thousands of dollars a month. We just clicked apply and that's it. So I suggest that you make a plan and set aside time to apply to projects. So a few minutes a day, a week, or a month, whatever is best for you, and apply. In my opinion, it's a what do you have to lose versus what do you have to gain. And to me, there's more to gain by spending 30 seconds to 1 minute applying to a project that can make you hundreds or thousands of dollars a month. So if you're up for that, let's go and let's get into the tutorial. First, I want to show you some of the pay rates on some of the projects. So we got a couple here I'll show you. We got $21 an hour, $25 an hour, $19 an hour. And I'll show you more about earning potential info later. But first, let's sign up. So what you're going to do first is I put a link in the description that you could use to just go straight to creating an account so that you can follow along, or you could try it on your own later. But once you hit that link, you're going to come and standard stuff. You're going to go ahead, create an account and put in your email, password, first, last name, your country of residence, your state. And then you're going to certify that you are 18 years old, and also that you have a valid Social Security number or EIN number. And then once you do that, you're going to go ahead, create an account. And what's going to happen is going to ask you to verify your email. Boom, you're going to verify your email. You're going to take the code. You're going to put that code into the sign up page. Boom, verify your email. Okay, now once you're on, you're past verifying it and you're on that login page, after you log in, it'll ask you some simple questions, so we'll go through it. So primary language, we're gonna put English, boom, and then you're gonna probably have to scroll down to get to the United States of America. Obviously, depending on where you are and what language you speak, you can change it. And then you're gonna hit continue. And then there's two options here, complete the profile or browse jobs. What you're really going to want to do is hit complete profile, because your profile determines which jobs that you see. So you're going to want to focus on that more. So we're going to go ahead and hit complete profile, and kind of go through the process, put your address, your city, country, state, all that, how long you've been living in the place that you're currently living at, and so on and so forth. And you're just going to go through this process. You can see here, it's going to ask you basic info, languages, your location, education, prior phone number, preview, and it may even ask you for a resume, which is fine. When I submitted my resume, it's not as if like they interview you or anything like that. So go ahead and just do that. Even the resume that I submitted wasn't even that updated. So once you're done with all that process, you're just going to keep following it along. For the sake of time, I'll just share that you're going to get some information, a confidentiality agreement, some other legalese, those terms and conditions and all that. And of course, like we all do, you're going to just go right past those and sign up. So that's essentially just the sign up process. Once everything is said and done and you're all set, now you're going to be able to apply to projects. And as I was saying before, there's a variety of different projects, and we'll just kind of take a look real quick at some of the ones that show up on my dashboard. And so, for example, I'll go down here real quick. This shows over 104 projects. And so that's what I personally like about Appen is the number of projects that appear. But again, right now, I just want to show you again the range. So there's a variety of different things here. So one is they're into different categories. So there's a search engine evaluator that's at $10 an hour. We'll just go down the list. There's a social media labeling where I'll show you some more here. You're helping improve ads in a popular social media platform, and you're working 10 to 20 hours a week. And that's $12.50 an hour. So there's just a variety of different things, different jobs. And there's also those that are paid by task. So you're going to want to make sure you pay attention to this information right here. So this one, for example, is not per hour, but per task that you complete. And so it just depends on your level of what you want to do, whether it's you want to check into a job, social media, search evaluation, data collection. And it also shows you the task load of how much work is there for this particular project. So check those out once you get all signed up. And then what happens is, once you read the description, it sounds like something you're interested in, it sounds like something that you would have time to do, just go ahead and apply. And I'll talk about the application process more in a little bit. But just take a look and see what fits you. It might be transcription, linguistics, data collection. You just want to see what best fits your skills. And again, there's so many jobs that it's worth it to kind of look through and see what's better for you. So now, let's say you apply. What happens is, let's just let's go to this one, for example. This one is $10 an hour, social media labeling, 20 hours a week. Let's hit apply. So when you hit apply, you're going to get qualification information about how to qualify for this particular project. A lot of them are going to have this kind of introductory information up front, just so that you know what you're getting into, which is nice. And if you're good with that, then you can proceed. If not, you can cancel and go and check out another project. But if you are accepted, you'll get emails. So for example, you get an email like this one that'll tell you, thank you for your interest. You were selected to proceed in the next step of the qualification process. Now, of course, you won't get accepted into every single thing that you do, but that's why you just apply into something that you're interested in. So first, you'll get something that says that your application has been received, and then you'll get something that says that you've been accepted if you are. So once you're doing the work, what I like about it is, again, many of these you're just doing it based on your time. So wherever you can find 5 hours or 10 hours or 20 hours a week to do the job, you're doing it as long as you get it done. Now let's talk about the most important part, getting paid. So to get paid for some jobs, you have to create an invoice and track your time. There are several projects that actually automatically track your hours for you as well. So to do that, you go to My Invoices, and so here's the invoice section. You get paid monthly, and you'll see some of my income that I've made here so far. So you just click Create an invoice, and it's straightforward questions. So for example, you'll just add a row right here. You'll go up, again, straightforward questions, date, what's the project, all that, and then what's the hours that you worked. And then below are going to be some projects that auto-generate your hours as you work. So it's pretty simple as that. And then once you submit your hours and you do that for the month, then that's how you'll get paid. Now, what they do with Appen is that they actually set you up to a payment provider called Payoneer, which I'll go to right here. So Payoneer is a well-known global payment provider, and once you're all set up, Appen will send you instructions on how to get started. You'll need to complete a W-9 because you're an independent contractor, and so you'll be responsible for your own taxes and all that. And then after you're set up, what actually happens is then you can receive your payments in PayPal. So again, Payoneer is kind of like the middleman, if you will. And so you can set up through PayPal, which is what I do. And just a quick note about PayPal. Me personally, I love PayPal. PayPal is great. And if you've done side hustles, then you're probably very familiar with PayPal. But if you're starting out, I highly recommend PayPal. With PayPal, you can receive direct deposits, get a debit card, and track your side hustle income. And it's all for free. I don't know if you see that, but I love things that are just free and efficient. So really quick, I do have a referral link below in the description that you can use to open your PayPal account if you don't have one already. And it'll give you a few bucks for doing so. So definitely check that referral link in the description box. I really want to just go and finish up with just some pros and cons, things to keep in mind that maybe others have not shared with you. So Appen is not perfect, of course. They do have some places here and there that I wish they were a little bit better. So I'll go over just some of those cons really quick. So one is customer support. At least from my experience, I found that their customer support hasn't always been as efficient. But they do respond, but at least for me, it takes anywhere from 2 to 5 business days. The other con where it's not so great is their mobile app. So some projects will have you use their mobile app, which is fine. But again, you'll see if you go on the Android store or the App Store, they don't have the greatest reviews. But again, if you have a project that needs to use the mobile app, that's fine. What have you got to lose? And at the end of the day, all that matters is as long as you're getting paid. The other thing that's really important as far as a con, if you will, is some projects are highly dependent on task availability. So depending on the project, there may not always be work every single day, but that's okay. And that actually brings me to one of the pros of Appen. One of the pros is you can apply to multiple projects. Keep it moving. And so if for some reason you have a project that doesn't have a lot of task availability, find something else. And that's what I love about Appen is that you're signing up for one program, but you're getting access to multiple different side hustles. And before I let you go, the last few things is I talked about what I like to call your hustle efficiency. And again, that's why I really love this side hustle, is because you may have seen how much I made before. You may have seen my invoice, but for one of the examples, I have one of the projects that I do where it literally takes me 5 to 10 minutes of my day. That's it. 5 to 10 minutes each day, and I make $150 a month. Now, that may not sound like much, but again, it's just 5 to 10 minutes of my day to make $150 a month. Of course, for me, that's what I call high efficiency. Just 5 to 10 minutes out of my day. And best believe that you can make significantly more than me depending on the time that you have available. So that's why I encourage you, check it out, check out the projects, figure out your time, how much time do you have that you can devote to it. And again, I know a friend of mine who literally makes thousands of dollars a month because he just has way more time than me to devote to it. So that's it. And just to recap, that I will cover efficient side hustles on this page, which are, again, they're jobs that are remote, cost $0 to start, $0 to maintain, flexible schedule, no commute, have a high hustle efficiency. So that means low time commitment, high profitability. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but there's no customer interactions. So you're not dependent on someone else's satisfaction for you to make your money. So I have way more jobs like this to share. And if you're into making money and not wasting your time, then like, subscribe, support the channel by using the links in the description, and stay tuned for more efficient side hustles.